Why, hello there, my YouTube friends. Today I'll be reviewing the Kawasaki Vulcan S 2015 model. This bike I have had for about a year now and bought it brand new. I've now done 4,569 kilometers. So I've had enough experience on this bike to tell you what it's like. This is not a professional review, nor is it meant to be. I'm not going to go through the technical specs of this bike because I assume you've all already researched into that. What I'll be talking about is my experiences with this bike. Quick overview. It's a twin-cylinder 650cc bike that is basically a copy of the Kawasaki ER6N, which is a sportier version of this bike. It's got the same engine. Basically the only difference is it's a different body. It's a cruiser body. Now this does not feel like a typical cruiser, like a Harley Davidson. It's more of a sporty cruiser. The first thing you'll notice about this bike is it's pretty good to look at. Looks pretty sexy. And second thing you'll notice is how comfortable it is. Now it's got this huge seat, huge curved seat that can fit anyone with a skinny butt or a fat butt, whatever kind of butt you have. This Kawasaki Vulcan S, it'll fit your butt. Your butt can fit into it. I've taken this bike on some pretty long cruises, about 4 hours one way, 4 hours back. It was a pretty long ride into the countryside. Actually, my brother rode it during that time, and that was the time that I crashed my other motorcycle, my Kawasaki Ninja 600. I crashed it trying to save a baby kangaroo. I was almost going to crash into a kangaroo, so I hit the brakes and I fell. But anyway, I'm no hero. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's something that anyone would do. Who wouldn't want to save a cute little kangaroo? So the other thing you'll notice is this cruiser is quite agile. You can throw it around corners. You can lean a fair bit down on it, as you can see me doing now. The only thing is, it's not a super sports bike, so you can expect the foot pegs to get scraped. But it's not designed for that. It's designed for some weekend fun. And it's designed, I can guess, as a commuter bike to get from A to B. It's very efficient, very fuel efficient as well. 14-litre tank. I can get about 300 to 350 kilometers on that, depending on how I use it. But anyway, if you're looking to buy this Kawasaki Vulcan S, it's a very reliable bike. Obviously Kawasaki, so the parts are easily replaceable in Australia. If you're in India and you get it imported, then I mean, good luck, because I don't know how it's like in India, so you're gonna have to ask someone else. I'm sorry. But anyway, this bike costs about $11,000 here now. Its build quality resembles the price. When we took it out to the farm, we rode on dirt tracks, which involved you know, a lot of gravel and a lot of bumpiness. The bike was getting tossed around, and even after that the bike runs exactly the same as it did before going there. No issues at all. It's not a cheap bike. It's a fairly solid built Kawasaki machine. Kawasaki has a good reputation, so I don't really need to say much more. It's comfortable. You can have fun on it. It's agile. It's fast enough. It's got good acceleration. It's very easy to ride. It'll be easy for first timers to ride this bike. It is learner legal in Australia. In fact, I ride this bike more than I ride my super sports bike, just because it's so comfortable. This has got a very relaxed, upright seating position. And one thing I found really comfortable is that your feet are in front of you instead of under you or behind you like they are on a sports bike. Feet are nice and relaxed in front of you. You've got your arms up here, nice and relaxed on the handlebars. You feel like a beast riding this thing. And think of it this way. If you ride a cruiser, you can compare yourself to Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator 2 chase scene when he's on that cruiser motorbike and he jumps off the bridge. that is badass. You can look as badass as Arnold Schwarzenegger. But if you ride a super sports bike, you can only look as badass as Trinity in The Matrix when she's riding on the highway on that Yamaha R1, I believe it is. Now, ask yourself, when you're going to buy a motorcycle and you want to buy a cruiser or a super sports bike, you ask yourself, do you want to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, or do you want to look like Trinity? Or do you want to be like me and look like Trinity on the weekends on her super sports bike? Or do you want to look like the badass Arnold Schwarzenegger jumping off bridges? That's what I do during the weekends. I try and look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Anyway, all I'm saying is, if you're looking to get a cruiser, because I'm pretty sure no one's gonna jump between a cruiser and a super sports bike, two completely different things, two completely different markets there. I'm pretty sure you're looking to get a cruiser and you're looking at this bike and you're like, oh, you know what, it's a fucking awesome bike, it's good to learn on, I want to get a cruiser, and then eventually when I've learned this, I might want to get something better. But I will say, if you buy this bike, you can keep this for life. It is a really good bike. You don't really need to move on from it. And when it comes to cruisers, this is damn fun. You can feel comfortable like you're riding a cruiser, like you're cruising. See, upright, relax on the highway. It's very stable on the highway as well. But then when you come to these twisty roads, you can throw it around as well, like a little sports bike. And that's something that you can't do on the big cruisers. And that's something that a lot of people would appreciate this bike for, and it's probably why Kawasaki has been so successful with this bike so far. So, thumbs up Kawasaki, you've done a good job, and I love your bike. And if Kawasaki were a person, I would give you a kiss, a nice sloppy kiss. Mwah!